Fanatics Fest is returning to New York City next weekend. Pro athletes, celebrities, and fans are going to be gathering at the Javits Center for a celebration of all things sports and collectibles. Joining us right now is Fanatics CEO Michael Rubin. And Michael, it's great to see you here.
Great to be here always.
So last year was the first Fanatics Fest. It was huge. I attended it with my kid, walked through the place. It was unbelievable. We spent a long time there. This year, it's way bigger.
Well, the crazy thing was we had no idea what to expect last year. It was like, we had this big idea, like, why do sports fans not have a festival? You've got music festivals, you've got Comic-Con, you've got trading card shows, but there was no real sports festival. And we just kind of went for it. 3 weeks earlier, we're like, why are we doing this? Should we cancel this? And 70,000 people came out. It was incredible. Some of the biggest athletes in the world. And the thing that I most enjoyed was seeing sports fans just so happy. It's like you said, how much time did you spend there when you went?
A long time.
Right.
The entire day.
There's just so many things to do. We brought the NFL, the NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball, WWE, UFC all together with great activations. This year, in addition to all those 6 sports properties coming back, we've got FIFA, Premier League, F1, Nike, Dick's Sporting Goods, USDA all coming. And some of the biggest athletes in the world this year.
I was going to say, it's the star power that you bring in and the entertainment aspects to it that go with it.
Yeah, I mean, this year we have LeBron James coming. I just saw Victor Wembanyama. He's doing something amazing in China now. He's coming right back from China for this. Kevin Durant coming again. He came last year with Ant right from the Olympics with the gold medal.
Brady was there last year.
Yeah, Brady. We actually moved it from August.
Yeah, I was going to say, why did you move it from August?
Because you can't have active NFL players in June, and we want to have all the active NFL guys. So we've got, I think, nearly half of the starting NFL quarterbacks coming. I mean, Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, Russell Wilson, Joe Burrow, Bryce Young. So many of the top guys coming. Across all sports. I think there's going to be like 300 to 400 athletes, celebrities, artists. Jay-Z's coming back this year with the 40-40.
The 40-40 club that you put on that brings all of these athletes in.
Yeah, and that was fascinating. Travis Scott's coming this year. Kevin Hart's coming this year. I just saw Kevin Hart's doing Cold as Balls with his show. He's doing it with Victor. To see those two together, one guy about 7'6", one guy about 3'6", that's going to make for some amazing content.
Another one that you've got is Kevin Costner's coming in, and he's going to be interviewed by Michael Strahan. They're going to be talking about the best sports movies of all time. I guess you got Field of Dreams, Bull Durham.
And he's made a few great movies. The great thing is we have so much incredible content to watch. Last year, we really had 2 stages that had content during the entire 3 days. This year, we've got 6 stages with content going the entire time. So there's so many great things to watch.
I get your point that there's never been a sports fest like this that's gone on before. How do you make money on this? It's not just ticket sales that come in.
I mean, look, the reality is we did it last year. We lost about $14, $15 million.
So why do you do it?
It's just great for our brand. It's a great way to connect with sports fans. If I really think about what my dream is for Fanatics, we want the brand to be beloved, not big, okay? This is something that it creates a connection with fans that you can only do in a way like this. So, I mean, you told me you were there last year.
Yeah, I was.
Did that create a special relationship? Outside of us knowing each other, it's like, you're like, wow, like I love this company. You bring all these things together. So I think it's a way that we can really show up in a way, and nobody else in the world could bring together all these sports properties, all these athletes, all this great content in one place.
Okay, let's talk about when you think it pays off in your valuation, because I think your valuation right now is $25 billion, you all have said. Back in 2022, it was $31 billion.
Yeah.
You thought about going public at the time. You did not. Why'd you make that decision, and when?
Yeah, we never thought about going public.
Okay.
We never. That's just made up things that people put out there. We never spent one time, with bankers going through a process or anything. We've wanted to build this as a great private company. So it's really time to be a public company. I think we will be a public company one day. But this year, we're growing very quickly. Next year we'll be close to $12 billion in revenue. The company's, making good profits today. We have all the capital that we need. So for me, there's no rush to be a public company. When the time's right, we'll do it, but there's absolutely no rush.
What would be the reason for being a public company? Needing cash for expansion?
Yeah, we've got, close to $1 billion on the balance sheet in cash today. We've got, we generate, we'll generate a fair amount of cash this year. The businesses are all doing very nicely. I think the reason to be a public company is eventually you want to give your employees and investors liquidity. Yeah. Our 2 big investors today, they like us being private. They like us building the business. But eventually, look, I think we'll be too big of a company to not be a public company. It's just a question of when is the right time, and it's not something we're thinking about in the near term, but I think it's something that does make sense long term.
Tin cup.
Another great sports film.
He's just blank.
Kevin Costner.
Golf, which is underrepresented.
But it's actually not underrepresented this year because we're doing the Fanatics games. Do you know about the Fanatics games?
Is this the one with Dick's Sports Goods, or is this a different?
So basically what we want to do is take 50 athletes, celebrities, artists, 50 average Joe fans, and have them compete against each other for $1 million cash prize.
You could be the average Joe.
Yeah.
By the way, he's not making it.
No, I'm below average.
It's $1 million cash prize. Carry the money out of Javits Center Sunday afternoon. $500,000 Ferrari is the second prize. A $250,000 LeBron James rookie card. And there's 8 athletic competitions. One is golf. There's a basketball competition, a football competition, baseball competition, WWE, UFC, FIFA competition. You take your 6 best scores, you drop your worst 2, and the winner leaves with one of these prizes. But it's pretty. The people have been talking.
You don't have to catch a football, do you? Well, I don't think TV anchors can't catch.
We've seen there's something going on at CNBC where some of the guys who may not be here today, a guy maybe named Andrew Sorkin, very uncoordinated. I just saw the video again of him. Tom Brady gave him 3 of the most gentle, beautiful passes in the world, and I think if Becky were asleep and blindfolded, she would have caught the passes, and Andrew could not catch them. So I'm confident you could catch that. I'm looking for Andrew to come back this year, redeem himself, catch the passes. I never felt like I was more coordinated than somebody. In this particular case, I think I felt good about my
You felt like one of Joe Burrow's receivers. Take your pick.
And by the way, Joe Burrow's going to be there this year.
I heard that. I love that guy. Don't hurt him or anything. Don't let him do anything.
Chase going to be there. That's your team.
That LSU reunion. That's
Well, we got a lot of LSU guys. We got Jaden Daniels coming this year. So a lot of LSU people in the house, so it's going to be great. But Fanatics Fest, there's really nothing like this at your sport.
We didn't talk about Tops. I mean, there's a reason you're wearing that, I think, too.
Yeah, I mean, Tops is, our collectibles business is doing amazing. I mean, we started it just came up with the idea in the day before Thanksgiving in 2020, and now next year will be over $3 billion in revenue.
Wow. Close to what was seen as a dying brand before you.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, it was really about, the reality is, in 2021, trading cards had really benefited from COVID.
Right.
And we looked.
Has that lasted?
Well, it would not have lasted had it not been for us. We went there and said, look, we think this is a big opportunity, but you need to innovate the product. You need to market. There had really been no marketing of collectibles. So we got the athletes really involved. We went out and really started to market the hobby. There were so many problems with the collector experience that we really began fixing. And then I think we created an ecosystem that really got all of our partners involved with it. So it's been amazing to see how much growth there's been over the last couple of years. I think when we started this, no one would have said, hey, this is going to be a $3 billion plus business for Fanatics in 2026. And that's just been focused on the collector, focus on innovating the product. I'll give you an example. The debut patch we created in baseball that's now grown to all sports, that's now the most valuable card. That's the card that every person wants. When you play your first game, we put a patch on your jersey, and then we take it off, and we put it into a one-on-one card. So many incredible innovations like that we're doing.